entering settings screen you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to auto selected.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Start your week by installing your game plan. This is the player card. Here, this is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what... And each week, once you've made your game plan, choose to start. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher reward.
today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The kickoff for Jacksonville. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, it's time to turn the page to a new era in Indianapolis as the Colts are led out for the first time by their new quarterback, the veteran Philip Rivers.
Philip Rivers exchanging one shade of blue for another. How about 16 seasons with the Chargers? Totally identify with that franchise. Now we get to find out just how much life is left in that 38-year-old arm. And with the Colts, I think they'll have a great chance to establish a running game and throw the ball downfield.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a good start for them in this one.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
4 on the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Right there, 54.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Josh Lambo.
The run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football, that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rivers to throw it. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Miles Jack. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 38, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
Rivers pass.
They'll call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
12.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
The extra point.
And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
First and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. After the sack on first down, Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception here, Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Colts add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. We'll be looking for that second touchdown now. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun is Minshew. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 36 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut at SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's able to put it through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Khari Willis on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's third.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the 2-yard.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The ball carrier.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Indianapolis.
That's into the hands of Pascal. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
27 on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Rivers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Rivers Rivers again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick, but when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Thompson.
The ball carried by
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's got it complete to Thompson. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
A yard on the play. Brings up third.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Minshew. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. It'll be Minshew again. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. DJ. chart the intended target, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Alpha. I got 15. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Oh, dang, punt.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Intended for James.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And able to find Conley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Jaguars.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, it's Thompson. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Willis on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the goal.
On 2nd and a yard, Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. To throw is Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jaguars 3-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding.
makes the score Colts 52.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Minshew. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 2.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to run with Mack. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. 22 yards there, a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He's got Burton here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Adam Gotsis on the tackle.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
17.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a run with Mack. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
19-yard line.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike. Get on. I want that. Give me on.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And this offense is running away with this one. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards remain for second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They go right back to Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.